Decentralization Policy Support Project is being implemented by the Cabinet Secretary of the Government of Mongolia since 2015 with financial support from Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation. The following works were done and are being done within the project. State policy on decentralization was approved by the Government Resolution number 350 in 2016. Within the framework to implement the policy, methodology for functional reallocation has been approved by the Government Resolution number 22 in 2018 and being currently implemented. And the following works are planned to be performed in the future. Preparing relevant law amendment drafts on functional reallocation, improving fiscal equalization system. State policy on decentralization was approved by the Government Resolution number 350 in 2016. Decentralization means decentralizing power of state organizations. There are four forms of decentralization: political decentralization, administrative decentralization, fiscal decentralization, and economic decentralization. And the project focuses more on administrative and fiscal decentralizations. Decentralization policy will be implemented in two phases. First phase will be from 2016 to 2020. Second phase will be from 2020 to 2024. Administrative decentralization will be decreased during the first phase as a result of rational reallocation of functions of state organizations. In the second phase, fiscal decentralization will take place by resolving budget and financial issues related to reallocation of functions. Many issues related to unclear allocation of functions, mismatch of functions with its responsibility, lack of financial resources for implementation of functions will be resolved as a result of reallocation of functions adopted by the government. Also, public services provided to citizens will be more accessible and effective. Consultative working group has been established at the Cabinet Secretariat with purpose to provide consolidated policy and guidance for implementation of the methodology. In total, 23 technical working groups are established at all ministries and at local level with task to conduct functional review and to prepare a proposal on reallocation of functions. 95 trainings were conducted for the working groups from the project to provide professional and methodological advice. Currently, all technical working groups have been reported to consultative working group on their work progress and result of functional review they have conducted. A user-friendly software has been developed to facilitate the works and to save time of technical working group members. As a result of the functional allocation work, related law drafts will be prepared and submitted to the government and consequently to the parliament for approval. Once law drafts are approved, power of state organizations will be decentralized and some functions will be transferred from ministries and agencies to AMAG and capital city, from AMAG and capital city to SOM and districts. As a result, public services will be closer to citizens. Moreover, approval of the law drafts will remove duplications in laws and functions, and functions will be clearly reallocated among state organizations and between levels of government. In addition to this, dependence of local governments on subsidy and transfers will be changed and local governments will be financially strong. In order to get approval and to implement the policy and methodology, it was needed to create a legal foundation for them. With this purpose, related amendments to the integrated budget law have been made. Thus, all state organizations are now required to conduct functional review and reallocation according to the approved methodology and the law amendment. Main principles of the good governance have been reflected in the long-term development policy of Mongolia, Sustainable Development Concept 2030, approved by the Parliament. Goals related to decentralization and rational allocation of functions have been reflected in the Government Action Plan for 2016 to 2020. Furthermore, public discussions on the policy and the methodology drafts among representatives from ministries, local governments, researchers, and non-government organizations were organized on a regular basis. Elaborated the methodology draft and piloted it for functions of environment and tourism sectors in order to improve it. State organizations at all levels will be direct beneficiaries of the implementation of the above-mentioned policy and methodology, and consequently public services provided to citizens will be more accessible and equitable. Decentralization is for you.